One appropriate for my age.
Okay. Let's see. Well, there were once two brothers. The first one was angry. The second remained aloof. Their father was a well-respected businessman in the city. Their mother was president. One day, as they were walking to school, a little tough, this thing. There we go. One day, as they're walking to school, a strange feeling came upon the older one. And for the first time in his life, he got on his knees and prayed. But he knew not why. The younger one proceeded as normal. In the afternoon, after their classes were done, they had found out that their father had a stroke and was in the hospital. So they went with their mother to go see him. When they got to the hospital, they were told that he was in the residential ward. So they went into his room where he was lying, seemingly unresponsive to them. The doctors told them that he had a small chance of living, and told them to make arrangements for his passing. But they heard this and didn't really want to believe it, so they called their best friend. Mr. Callaloo. Oh no. Okay. Mr. Callaloo was one of the last men of ancient Celtic wisdom, and he carried things with him. Uh-oh. I think we're stuck. Wherever he went. When he got to the hospital, the doctors gave him a hard time because he smelled like rubbing alcohol and cement. But with the president's good wishes, he came into the room and saw the father lying there. He asked everyone to leave the room for a little while, and they heard loud banging and screaming and yelling, but they were forbidden to go inside. When they came back in, the lights were all off, and Mr. Callaloo was sitting on the side of the bed, seemingly lost in thought. At a certain point, he woke up and asked the two brothers to stay inside with him and close the door. He immediately looked at them and said, "I need you to help me give him medicine." He took out a bag full of pungent smelling dusts and gave one each to the brothers. Then he said, "I need you to smell them and sing this one song." She taught them right there. It went. The brothers had never sung before, but were afraid to stop because of Mr. Callaloo's fierce demeanor. So they continued and sang for a very long time. They actually lost track of how long they were singing for, and were dimly aware that Mr. Callaloo had began to speak in a language that they did not understand. As the night wore on, they felt as if they were farther and farther away from the hospital and had entered a world that was familiar but unlike anything that they had ever seen. At a certain point, they saw their father there. He had appeared to be hunched over in great anguish. As they tried to draw near him, a series of different animals blocked their way. First a frog, then a fox, and then a sparrow. Each time an animal would come near, they would look at them in their eyes. Oh, a log. Check it out. would instill great fear. But as the brothers continued to sing their song with more strength and resolve, the animals would slowly recede back into the wilderness. They were finally within distance of their father to speak to him, and so the older one cried out, but the father appeared to not hear him, and as they got closer they saw that he was partially turned to stone. This brought them great grief and sorrow, because he appeared that he was dead.